Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Right now at 10, concerns about rising energy bills even during this very warm winter. We'll look at the help available for families and if it's enough.
Also, a Connecticut woman is sentenced today after pleading guilty to attacking a woman with a knife and then dumping that woman's baby in a dumpster. We'll hear how she avoided prison time.
And Martin Luther King III speaks at Yale University tonight. We'll hear from the oldest son of the civil rights icon right after the holidays celebrating his father's life and legacy. And we begin tonight at 10 with a Weather Watch alert as parts of Connecticut may see a wintry mix tomorrow. Good evening, I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed that mild Wednesday weather we had because things are about to change. Meteorologist Ryan Bretton's tracking that change for us tonight. So Ryan, what can we expect?
Hi, Sarah and Brent. Good to be with you. Most of us, this is a rainstorm, but we're keeping an eye on the hills, especially in the northwest, where there could be a period of some sleet or more likely freezing rain with temperatures around freezing there. Even inland in the Hartford area, there may be a brief start with some snow, but it should very quickly go over to rain. And at the shoreline, this is an entirely rain event. There is a winter weather advisory that's been issued for Hartford and Litchfield counties, mainly for the higher elevations. The concern tomorrow, icy spots from that wintry mix. Then on the backside of the system on Friday, there will be some snow showers, which could bring some minor accumulation, especially to northern Connecticut. Tonight, still nice and quiet, but here is the storm. It's still a ways away, so when you wake up in the morning, it will be nice and quiet. You might actually see a nice sunrise in some spots before the clouds thicken up. But the precipitation breaks out between about 9 a.m. and noon. Mostly or all rain at the shoreline, maybe a brief start with a little bit of a mix in the Hartford area, going quickly over to rain. And notice where the pink hangs on, that indicating the sleet and more likely freezing rain. Northwestern Litchfield County. The places in particular to watch for some icy spots tomorrow afternoon and evening: Norfolk, Torrington, over to Heartland and New Hartford as well. The weather pattern ahead is getting more active. We are definitely changing things up here. 3 potential storms in the next 7 days. I'll be back to talk about it all coming up.
Make sure to wake up with our morning team tomorrow for the latest on this weather alert. Meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli and Matt Scott will help you plan out your day and tell you what you can expect with any inclement weather from 4 to 11 a.m. on Fox 61 Morning News.
A consumer alert tonight as people across Connecticut are looking for help with their rising energy bills, even during this very mild winter. One utility company held an event today to get people the resources they need for more affordable rates. Fox 61's Gabby Molina joins us live at Eversource's headquarters in Berlin tonight with some tips that just might save you some money. Gabby?
Yeah, Brent, a lot of us have opened up that latest bill and been shocked at the numbers that we're seeing. And the people that I spoke to tonight said that any little bit of help is appreciated and makes a difference. So they were sure to take advantage of the event held tonight. Skyrocketing energy bills have left many people searching for any way to get some relief.
It's ridiculous, the heat, when the bill comes, it's so high. I got to work a little harder to make ends meet.
A rate hike that took effect at the beginning of this year means Eversource and United Illuminating customers are paying about $80 more a month, if not even more than that. Plus, rising oil and natural gas prices, on top of higher prices seemingly everywhere else.
My rent went up, now the electricity went up, and now the gas went up, so everything's going up, but the money's not going up.
Dozens of people looking for help getting their bill down attended a Bill Help event at the Parker Memorial Community Center in Hartford Wednesday evening to get some one-on-one advice.
To spend that, individual time with those customers who want help, navigating their accounts and actually getting enrolled in the assistance program.
Officials with Eversource and Avangrid, the parent company of Connecticut Natural Gas and United Illuminating, said their goal with the event was to connect people with whatever assistance suits them best.
Energy efficiency is an important aspect as well. So if you don't necessarily qualify for some of the programs that we have available, then they could seek assistance through energy efficiency and help drive those bills down.
Both companies have also announced monthly credits for qualifying customers as a form of relief. $25 for income-eligible Eversource customers, a $10 credit for all United Illuminating customers, and $24 for those who meet a certain criteria. For people who are struggling to keep up, help can't come soon enough.
Being on a fixed income, like I am, and the only income coming in my household, that is very important to make sure that my utilities are in check. I want to make sure that I'm covered for the winter and hopefully for the year, and I just don't want my services to be disconnected for any reason.
And there are some more bill help events coming up for both Eversource and United Illuminating customers in the next few weeks. We have more information on when and where those are happening on our website, fox61.com. Live in Berlin, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.
All right, thank you, Gabby. And new at 10 police in Norwich are looking for a man wanted for second-degree manslaughter. Officers are looking for 41-year-old Lionel Holland. He's also facing a drug-related charge. Anyone with information about where he is should call Norwich Police.
Also new at 10 tonight, new developments in the case of a woman who abandoned an 8-month-old baby in a dumpster in New Haven after attacking that baby's mother with a knife. Andiana Velez was sentenced to 3 years probation in state court in New Haven today. She pleaded guilty to felony charges and had already served 18 months in jail. The baby and mother survived the incident, which happened back in October of 2020. Velez did receive a 10-year suspended sentence, which means she could be sent to prison if she violates her probation.
A Bridgeport woman has died after being hit by her own car in Shelton. Happened on Route 8 just after midnight. Police say Joan Forgis got out of her car on the right shoulder. Her car was hit and then it hit her. She died at the scene. Now, the driver of the other car was not injured.
An update tonight, a wanted man arrested after a police chase in East Haven appeared before a judge today. Police say Nicholas Gambardella led them on a chase, both in a car and on foot earlier this month after they tried to take him in on several warrants. Police say after crashing a vehicle in East Haven, Gambardella ran across the northbound and southbound lanes of I-95. And during the foot chase, police say Gambardella appeared to reach for something and then turned toward the officers. That's when an officer fired shots. Gambardella was not hit with a bullet, and no weapon was found on or near him. After court, Gambardella spoke to Fox 61 about the incident.
It's supposed to be a CI said again I had a firearm. No gun was found. As always, this is multiple times now. A CI said I had guns and I've never been caught with a gun in my life. Ever. Check my record. No firearms, no, none of that. And multiple reads.
Now, Gambardella faces a list of charges from those original warrants, while charges from the chase are still pending. And new at 10, the oldest son of Martin Luther King Jr. is in Connecticut 2 days after the holiday honoring the civil rights icon's life and legacy.
Martin Luther King III spoke at Yale University as part of the school's celebration of MLK's life and legacy. Hundreds gathered at Woolsey Hall to hear him, and that's where we find Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner. She joins us live in New Haven to share his message. So, DeAndrea, what did he say?
Well, he was just excited because this was the first time in 3 years that this event happened, and he was the keynote speaker, and his address was called Sanctuary in the Storm, Healing Action.
I just thought everything was very inspiring from what he said, especially along with just the things that are going on in the present day.
This evening, I want to challenge the students of Yale and all of the young people of New Haven to choose their higher calling of healing action.
Following in his mother and father's footsteps, Martin Luther King III spoke at Yale, commemorating his father's legacy on the heels of Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Every year that we gather for the King holiday, I'm asked the question, have we achieved the dream? And every year I have to say, well, we didn't quite get there this year.
In his speech to more than 2,300 people, Martin Luther King III says that this holiday should be commemorated, not celebrated, because there are still ways to go when it comes to reform.
But we can't celebrate until there's no danger of bigots armed with deadly weapons, murdering people as they worship, go to school, or shop in their grocery stores. Nor can we celebrate when thousands of refugee children are shivering in the January cold.
He says it's up to young people like students at Yale to affect change.
It's definitely inspiring. I didn't really process how direct, his father is literally Martin Luther King, and he's here now just speaking to us, and like, that is just so historic, I feel like. And just to, like, be there and, like, take all that in.
And while the student and others were able to take it all in, Martin Luther King III left them with this message.
I urge you to get involved in movements to help the poor and oppressed, the disadvantaged, downtrodden, and brokenhearted people of our communities. No matter what career you choose, making this commitment will bring a deeper sense of fulfillment to our lives. With that commitment, you will become a force for social change who inspires others to do the same.
Now, Coretta Scott King, his mother, and Martin Luther King III, they both spoke in this building behind me. Coretta Scott King spoke here in 1969, just months before women was integrated into this university. For now, here in New Haven, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61 News.
Big night in New Haven. DeAndrea, thank you. All right, new at 10 tonight, the state bringing in a whole lot of green in the first week of recreational marijuana sales here. Officials say pot shops around the state brought in over $2 million worth in cannabis sales. The Department of Consumer Protection says the first day of sales was the busiest, with the 7 approved retail locations bringing in more than $350,000 in sales. More than 45,000 individual items have been sold in the first 8 days of legal sales, with the average price of each cannabis item a little more than $44.
The Roman Catholic Diocese of Norwich proposes a bankruptcy exit plan. The plan would establish a $29 million trust to settle 142 claims of sexual abuse allegations. Now, the diocese filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy last summer because of its inability to pay out dozens of these lawsuits. In those lawsuits, people claimed as teens that they were abused at the former academy at Mount St. John's School in Deep River.